This is Sam from Uniondale, and you're tuning into another edition of the Sam I Analyze Show. Folks, 19 games into the Knicks season, and fans are beginning to panic when it comes to Mikal Bridges. Is this trade a disaster? Was this a mistake? Let's analyze. Folks, 19 games in, Mikal Bridges, he was the missing infinity stone. He joins his Villanova brethren in Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, and briefly, Dante DiVincenzo, who got shipped out to Minnesota. But when this trade was made, Leon Rose and what did they say? You push the chips to the middle of the table. Yeah, they got Mikal Bridges thinking that this was it. And then they got Cat, and the Knicks were going places. Folks, 19 games in, Mikal Bridges still has not been able to find his way from a few years back when he was with the Nets, averaging 26.2 points a game and balling out. Now, I've heard people say Mikal Bridges, and this is, talking with some friends of mine, mark my word, Mikal Bridges will not be here much, probably soon. At the end of the season and things like that. And I'm here to say, pump the brakes, y'all. Stop it. Stop. 19 games. Really? We're not even, and what did Tibbs say years ago? They like to, this was actually Steve Mills and Scott Perry. They like to look at things in 10-game spurts or 20-game spurts? The Knicks are just approaching 20 games. And I say I'm a Knicks fan. This video is strictly Knicks right now. 20 games in. Am I concerned? Not in the least. Not at all. Some of you are losing your mind, and I get it. But let me help you in pumping the brakes and understand why I'm not worried. Yeah, Mikal Bridges last year, he was doing his thing, right? Last year he averaged 19 point. No, let me go right here. I have it here. I pulled it up for you guys. Mikal Bridges as a net last year. He averaged 19.6 points a game. His field goal percentage was 43.6 and 3-point percentage 37.2. So he did all right. He scored a little more as a net. He shot better from 3, 37.2, and I get it, right? With the Knicks though, instead, he's averaging 4 points less, 15.5, which is understandable. He's got Jalen Brunson. He's got Karl Anthony Towns, two guys who are all-stars. Before the last 2 games, you had an OG Anunoby in 17 games, averaging 19 points a game, and everybody was saying that, OG Anunoby could be that third all-star, and he can possibly make the all-star team looking like Kawhi Leonard light. It could still happen. But I'll tell you what, the stat to me that was like eye-opening when it came to Mikal Bridges, the fact that last year he was shooting 84.3 from the free throw line, and not only is his 3-point shooting down, but his free throw shooting 61.5. Mikal, listen, I heard somewhere where you like to play games with your jump shot. Getting a little feedback, excuse me. You like to play games with your jump shot, try to tweak things? No, man. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Do not make changes to your shot. That's to me, that's just dumb. Makes no sense. Make changes and adjustments to your jump shot? No, sir. No, sir. But I looked at it and I'm like, for the most part, positives here. Mikal Bridges in 19 games, his field goal percentage has dipped a little bit for his career. His career was 47.9, 37.1 for his from three. And career wise, I mean, he's just look, he's been better, no question. But folks, I'm not concerned. You know who is not concerned? The coach, Tom Thibodeau, is not concerned. Per his post game, this is Tom Thibodeau per MSG. Here's Tom Thibodeau.
If he were a rookie, I would be worried because you don't know, who the rookie is really. There's not a body of work. We know Mikal has body of work. So, but look.
So yes, as he said, he has a body of work. This is per MSG, and I got this also from on the gram from the Knicks movement. Shout out to them. But listen, relax. Please, relax. There's way too much basketball to be played. What is it, 63 games left? Come on, man. There's no reason to be worried. And for those, and look, listen, I get it. I understand. I understand. I understand why people are concerned. I get it. You gave up 5 first-round picks. Yeah. And I get it. When that trade happened, you gave up 5 first-round picks. The guy is not even an all-star. Paul George was out there. How's that looking, by the way? The Paul George trade and the 76ers. Now, it's looking bad, but you still don't want to hit the panic button. But after 20 games, there's only so much, you don't want to get too far behind. And they're very far behind, by the way, the 76ers, right? But let me tell you why I'm not concerned. Let me tell you why I am not concerned. Because if you look at the Knicks after 19 games, they're 11-8. Where does an 11-8 Knicks team stack up in the East? Fourth. I'm not concerned, y'all. I am not concerned. Oh, I had to double check. Make sure. Had the low. My no ashy hands. I'm sitting here throwing up 4s and ashiness, but no. I think the Knicks are going to be just fine. And the Knicks are figuring it out, right? They're still winning. The guy's averaging 15 points a game. He's playing more minutes under Tibbs. He will figure it out, y'all. I am not worried. I'm not worried about Mikal Bridges. Knicks fans, are you? I want to hear from you guys. Well, why is everybody stressed? Why is everybody stressed? I mean, if I was a team that would be stressed right now, it would be the 76ers, who are 14th in the East and 3-14. Joel Embiid, since he got his bag, he's been different. Paul George, load management, always hurt. I don't know. That's a team that should be worried, but not a New York Knicks team that's 11-8 right now, figuring it out. Has 2 studs in Karl Anthony Towns and Jalen Brunson. I'm not worried. I know, and I believe you. Believe me. I am sure that Mikal Bridges is putting a lot of pressure on himself, but I think with having a season like OG Anunoby, who's doing his thing, he doesn't want to step on people's toes. Now, Josh Hart has said, we've got to get him involved and things like that. You know what I want to see? I want Tibbs to run, some curl plays, utilize him like a Rip Hamilton, because this guy's mid-range game is deadly. His mid-range, man, he's up there with the DeMar DeRozans of the world. I mean, sometimes 15 feet away, it takes me back to my childhood. I'm like, 15 feet, that mid-range, money. That's what the old heads used to play like, the MJs and the Karl Malones, the Charles Barkleys, the Patrick Ewings, mid-range. He's a mid-range assassin. And people acting like he's averaging 7 points a game and looking like a guy he does at time look lost, but he's getting his shots. I mean, if I could say anything to Mikal Bridges, focus on the jump shot. There's so many times he's wide open, and the corner threes that he used to knock down, the free throws that he used to knock down, he's got to get it together. That's what I want to see. But the Mikal Bridges, the Knicks should regret. They gave up 5 first-round picks for him. Chill. Let's wait and see first. Let's give it another 20 games. Let's give it the halfway point. Let's give him time to figure it out, folks. I'm willing to give Mikal Bridges until the end of the year to figure it out. But I'm looking at it. 15.5 versus a 19.6. It's not. And he's guarding. He and Anunoby are switching up, guarding the best players on opposing teams. That's not bad what the Knicks are doing. And the Knicks are going to just keep getting better. Mitch is not there yet. Precious Achiuwa, he's now supposedly, getting some work in. He's not there yet. Landry Shamet. Come on now. Stop it. Mikal Bridges is going to be fine. I think I'm confident in that. He'll be fine. Now it's that time. Andrew Luck is back. Not in the NFL, but Andrew Luck is going back, and he's taking a page from Woj's book to become the GM of his alma mater, Stanford University. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, folks. I'm on Facebook at SamIAnalyze, Instagram at SamIAnalyze, the platform formerly known as Le Twitter, at SamIAnalyze. I'm also on TikTok. Please like, share, subscribe, and you see that notification bell to the right. Please click on that. That will let you know the next time I drop another video. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, à tout à l'heure.